So I wanted to start documenting my content creating journey. Hold on. Excuse me, friends. Anyway, so I want to start documenting my content creating journey. Because right now we're in a low. However, I am used to my life being like this. Okay, so I'm used to the lows happening. I'm very familiar with it. I know with this comes this soon. As long as we sit here and learn in the moment, right, and do better, whatever the fuck it may be. So I wanted to start documenting this because one, for myself, I want to see in 6 months, a year, with the progress, I want to be able to look back on this and be able to remember, damn, that's where I came from, because I'm not coming from money, I'm not coming from anything. We start from scratch here, so now I do want to romanticize my life a wee bit, but I do also want to create this for content creators who are just starting their journey on content creating to show them like what it looks like realistically. Okay, so we're running into 3 obstacles in the 3rd month of our content creating, and these are what the obstacles look like. First, we're $1,300 behind on rent. Now, the last 2 months we've been very lucky to be able to make it through the months with the donations of our followers. And I don't even like to say followers because I consider them my friends. I don't know if I'm their friend, but they're my friends. But I've been very lucky to find people who support my content and love my work and support the goal of becoming a content creator. So I made about $3,100 last month and the month before through content creating, TikTok lives, and TikTok alone. Now, that being said, I do know this is not a forever thing. It kind of reminds me of sales where, you have bad months. Now, a second part of my obstacle is I was on EBT last year because I was pregnant and I was living alone single, couldn't work. So I was on EBT and I guess that ran out. Now, I know I can reapply for EBT, which I did. I don't know if it'll go through. I don't know. I forget how the process works, but we'll see. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I don't want to be on EBT. And personally, I think food is a human basic right. And if you make less than 75K a year, you should be on EBT. Nonetheless, I don't have money for food, but I do have food in the fridge. I have stuff for chicken soup, which I will be making today. And I have a bread loaf, which I'll fuck up a bread loaf. So we do have food. Still very blessed to have food. So that's not the end all be all. And I know with that, it'll be a quick fix within them. And then lastly, my hip, my health, as you know, has been up and down for the last 8 years. It's been following my journey. So I've been pretty much in a really bad flare for 8 years, bedridden essentially, unless I take a whole bunch of pain meds, which I try not to do that for my liver's sake. But nonetheless, we've been in a flare for 8 years and I can't really walk that many places. But right now, as we speak, I only have one more joint that is left to be not inflamed anymore, and that's my hip. And unfortunately, it's such badly inflamed that it's preventing me from walking and doing a lot of things. And at first it was my ankles, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, neck. Now it's just the one hip. So we're almost there. So while I can say my health is bad, my health has been getting non-stop better, and this is the best it's been, and we're on the cusp of going into remission. I can just feel it. I'm doing all the holistic stuff, and then we're trying new medicine from the doctor, so I'm really grateful for that. So I do see in a month the EBT thing, the food thing, and then my health being better, and hopefully by the end of this month we'll get rent paid for, and we'll be on to earning rent for the next month. But I just want to be realistic what it looks like for the content creating journey, and really this month is just an obstacle, and like I said, I want to sit and learn from it, and I think the best way is to be vulnerable with y'all and show you how it looks like when you start the content creating journey. And really a big inspiration for me is Jeffree Star, because I know with part of his story he was down to nothing when he set out on his dream, so he's down to nothing and kind of pulled through, so had his moment, so whatever. I feel that moment happens to everyone and you got to push through it. So that's what I'm hoping to do. And honestly, I did the adult side of content creating and I was successful with that, and I was very comfortable. My first TikTok account went viral within a month and hit almost 100K, got taken down at 90K, and then my second one hit in 2 months at 50K. I'm surprised this one is still up. Just with that side of work, it gets taken down pretty fast. So I'm very familiar with it. If I can go do well with that, I can, and I already know I can inspire people through makeup, hair, aesthetics, everything that I do, whatever. I know I can inspire through loving people and stuff, so I can continue doing that and hope to be successful, because I know there's tons of content creators who make millions off of followers, and I don't even care to make that. I just want to be successful and stable in my own way. Right now I can, I have food for my dogs, I have a roof over my head, I have food in the fridge, so I'm fucking grateful. My health is getting better. I have one joint left to get better, so I'm so grateful in this journey that's happening. Although we are at a low, there's so much abundance around me. I can just feel it, and it just does not feel like the epitome of downfalls, but we are at a low and I want to show the realistic size of it. And this is going to be a longer video, but this is really for me, and it goes on my other platform, so whatever, if I don't care who watches it or what. So but that's where we're at in the journey. I'm confident I can succeed at this, and I look forward to being able to, and then being able to give back to my community more. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the successes of this, and right now we got to deal with the lows, and it's only temporary is what I remind myself, but I want to show y'all what realistically it looks like. So that's where we're at. And once again, I'm just fucking utterly beyond grateful for the support that I've had through this journey, and I'm very grateful, and I really do, not to make it weird, but I fucking love y'all. Like, you guys are really great. So anyway, if you're starting your content journey, this is what mine looks like starting out month 3. So we're kind of having little struggles in month 3, but we'll get through it, and yeah.